smile on his face right now. He's Nicho Mac. He's residing out there in Florida right now with his family. He was born in Guyana. Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Guyana.
He was born in Georgetown, Guyana. He lives in Gainesville, Florida. He is an LPN, promoter, writer, and stand-up comedian. Nicho, let's talk about the writing now. What are you doing for writing right now, brother?
Well, everywhere I go, I carry a little pad with me and jot down little ideas on, different observations and stuff, things that come to mind.
Yeah, so you use the writing for your stand-up comedy, I take it.
Right.
Right on. And tell the viewers and audience right now a little bit about being a nurse. I mean, that must have been a tough mission in life, too. How long have you been a nurse? How many years? 18
years.
Wow. Oh, wow. So my question for you and the audience, I'm sure, and the numbers are going up here, brother. My question for you is, when did you find a love for stand-up comedy? In your younger age or in your adult age? When did you love comedy, and when did you decide to get in comedy?
No, I've always been a writer. I like writing from a very young age. Entered some poetry contests and stuff. Some generic stuff, but I've always tried to be a writer. But one day I was 54 years old, and I decided to, decided what type of writing I wanted to do. So it was, I was going to be, maybe write rap songs or whatever. But I didn't have the proclivity for that. So I thought maybe comedy writing or, just write jokes. And then I went up in an open mic one time and never looked back.
That's excellent. What year did you have the open mic show, Nicho, to start up in comedy? What year was that, and where was it?
It was 2019, in October of 2019, right before Halloween, actually. I don't know, remember it was my birthday month. And it was in Harrisburg, the Comedy Zone.
The Comedy Zone in Harrisburg, and that's Harrisburg, Maryland, right?
No, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Hey, listen, I never said I graduated history, brother. I mean, I never said I did too good in that different. History wasn't my top of my subjects back in school. I met this man in Austin, Texas, back in April 2025. Again, we had mentioned it. We're standing in line for the KillTony show. We were there, and there was another comedian there, another associate / friend, Gina Dewa, and she was from California. She's from California. She actually asked me to be her booby god. She wanted me to be her booby guide. She wore the high heels. She was trying to hit me with the high heels. We had so many laughs and fun. Nicho, we had a blast, brother. I mean, we were out there at the Shakespeare's having all drinks together, getting ready with some of the fans. We took some great memories for some photos, chasing it down in Austin, Texas. Nicho went back after that. He went back there. He stayed a while. He got back in Austin, Texas. He keeps on building up his experience in stand-up comedy, and he started promoting. Now, you promoted a show back in Frederick, Maryland, October 25th, 2025, where you had a KillTony bucket pull as a headliner, and you hosted the show. And you had her come in, Madaya Wilson Anton. Can you tell us about that show?
She was known as Medina, I think. That she had a one name person. And she was a Muslim lady. She has like the whole burqa on and everything. And when she was on KillTony, I noticed that she said she was living in Delaware or something like that. And she was like on some committee in Delaware. And it wasn't that far from where I was living. So, and I was holding shows, and I thought I'd just hit her up, and lo and behold, she responded, and she came out, and we had a pretty good show, It was in a clothing store. You could see it on some of my posts.
Yeah, man.
The clothing store has a little stage, and I think they used to use old fashion shows there or something. It's a very small space, but very intimate. So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that was excellent.
She
Yeah.
should have been. She should have been. She should have been a golden ticket winner. I think she was that good on the show. She was explosive.
Yeah, man. I remember when we talked about that. You and I talked about that, and Nicho Mac is here tonight. We're talking about he had a headliner come in for his show that was on the KillTony at 7:39 episode. She did a great job on her set. Nicho Mac has been around some of the greats from the KillTony show, like John Dees on the keys and Michael Gonzalez, the drummer. He's got photos taken with these gentlemen who work on the KillTony show. Also, he also has met and talked with Golden Ticket winner Martin Phillips. Nicho Mac is a personal friend of mine, and we met last year back in Austin, Texas. Nicho, we have a segment in the show that's called Deal in the Names. I'm going to throw 5 names at you, and I'd like to give you one statement, throw it back, one statement or one word, please. Number 1 on Deal in the Names is Richard Pryor.
The GOATs.
That's a good way to put it. Number 2 is Timmy No Breaks.
Not my style.
Okay.
He's all right though. He's all right. I mean,
okay.
He's fun.
Okay. Number 3, we got Nicho Mac, stand-up comedian and also promoter. He's writing 24/7. Keep an eye out for him. He's in the Florida area right now, but he's been all through Maryland. He's been through Austin, Texas. He promotes shows and he does stand-up comedy as a host, and he's also a comedian that has some powerful sets. He's got what I think like a dry sense of humor. I personally think this guy's hilarious. He's Nicho Mac, live here tonight on Wrestling with Comedy. Number 3 on the Deal in the Names is Ralphie May.
Oh yeah, I love Ralphie May, man. He was real, and people loved him. Yeah.
Good way of putting that one, brother. That's number 3 on Deal in the Names. Number 4 on Deal in the Names, Nicho, is Cam Patterson.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay, all right, and Deal in the Names, number 5, the 5th name and final name on Deal in the Names is Adam Ray.
Adam Ray, oh yeah, very talented guy.
Yes, I agree with you. He is all through Maryland. Talk about some of the shows that you've done real quick, Nicho. We're running down, unfortunately, with about 7 minutes left of the program. But tell us a little bit about your favorite shows and where do you see yourself in the next year in stand-up comedy?
I want to be like you, Joe.
I knew you'd have a smart-ass remark sooner or later.
You're doing it, man. I'm proud of you. You're a go-getter, bro, and that's you're an inspiration. I want to turn the tables on you real quick. What do you think about those names that you gave me?
Richard Pryor, the GOAT. I say he's the GOAT. Timmy No Breaks. I think he's got an opportunity. He's running pretty good with it. Ralphie May, I thought was fucking hilarious. I loved Ralphie May. Cam Patterson, I think he got a break, and he's taking the ball and he's running with it, but I think he got a big break, and that's how we got there. And I think Adam Ray is really talented. So that's my 5 names. We got finish this statement. I'll start the statement. You finish it, Nicho. And here's the statement. When I got into stand-up comedy, I never thought
I never thought I would meet JoelDavis.
Well, Nicho, I know you're busting on me a little bit, but that's your sense of humor. But when we met, I knew you were a true friend right away because you weren't hating on anybody. You had even said, Joel, you'd be great on an interview on KillTony with my wild, crazy life, being on Jerry Springer and everything that I've done in my life. You're like, you'd be a good interview. And I said, this guy, he's becoming a true friend right away because you weren't hating on me and you were just like, you were in it for everyone. You just like, it seems like you're the type of friend that wants to see friends succeed, and you don't see that too much in this world because even friends like to see friends drop, and if they're not doing as good as a friend, they really they're hating on you behind your back. That's just a fact, Jack. It's Nicho Mac.
Yeah, I try to stay pretty solo, but when you have an explosive personality like yourself, you can see the lights in you, and you kind of exude this type of, you kind of bring out people's you bring people out of their shell, you got that knack.
I really appreciate you saying that.
Yeah, Yeah, man. It's probably because you've been around for a long time. You were on Jerry Springer. You've been in the public eye for a long time, so you know how to work.
Yeah, brother.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah. But this is all about you. This podcast. I want to bring this up to you right now. Like, let's talk about what's going on with Nicho Mac. Again, 18 years. You've been a nurse for 18 years, taking care of your family. You made a big move from Maryland out to Florida. You're doing very well out there. You're thinking about traveling again. You are going to be traveling again, chasing it down. What do you really want to achieve? In stand-up comedy, like what's your vision though? All joking aside.
really, I would like to just be able to make a living doing this. I would love to travel and do this. One of my passions is traveling, so to be able to sustain a good living, just being and that's one thing, I'm trying to get to that extra level, and there's been a sort of a stagnancy in learning how to get booked and stuff like that. So if anybody has any advice on like, what the next step is, on becoming like approaching bookers and stuff like that, what do you need to do? Who do you call? Like, I know it's a grind, and I don't know if I really have that. I'm just waiting for somebody to discover me and say, hey, come on. Because, I'm 60 now. So that fervor for going out there and putting yourself out there is not so much there in me. But I'm having fun, man. This is the way I have fun.
Well,
So
well,
I'm just
yeah, man, and you got to keep in mind too. You got to remember the fact is Rodney Dangerfield didn't make it big till he was 63 years old. Rodney Dangerfield, he didn't make
oh
it, but
yeah.
yeah, till 63. Nicho Mac is here, folks, tonight. He's a true human being. He's a nurse. He's doing a great job to be able to take care of people in the health field. But he's also a stand-up comedian. How can anybody reach you, Nicho? Any kind of social media you want to throw out there, or anything that you'd like to throw out there for the listeners tonight? About what you're doing in stand-up comedy.
Yeah, at Nicho Mac on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. That's it.
You got all three going
And
on, brother.
yeah, thanks a lot for doing this, Joe. You certainly know how to you know you're not only self-promoting, you're promoting others, and that's great, man. That's each one will pull the other one up, and then like that. That's the way we should be doing it.
Well, man, I just want to say this. I mean, unfortunately, we're down to about under 2 minutes right now, but I just want to say you and I became friends. We talk on on and off basis, but you had checked up on me in Texas after you had gone back to where you lived back there in Maryland at the time, and I was still in Texas. I won't forget it. Nicho Mac, all the respect for you, and I love you like a brother. And remember, Nicho, just chase it down. I'm sure you and I will be sharing the stage again. I mean, you're down there in Florida. I'm up here in the Northeast. But I am glad to call you a friend. Don't you ever quit, brother. You have a great sense of humor. You're a funny, funny individual. This is Nicho Mac. He's coming out of Florida, stand-up comedian, promoter, and writer. He's also a nurse. He's a family man. He's a great guy overall. And until next time, folks, keep it real at all costs. Good night, everybody.